everybody, and welcome back to another Make Me Ramble episode. This is the third time I've tried to record this. First time I tried it and completely fluffed everything. The second time I tried it and my phone rang about 5 minutes in. And this is the third time, so there is going to be no interruptions this time, guys. But anyway, so what shall we talk about on today's episode? Well, let's talk about one thing first. I've got a new job! Yes! Finally I've got a new job, guys. Oh, actually employed by somebody other than myself, which is really good. Basically, guys, I've got a new job. It's not full-time, it is part-time, but it's kind of like it's over 20 hours, so it's kind of is part-time, isn't part-time. You don't really know about the ins and outs of it, but finally a decent source of income. Finally, I can support my bills, I can support the house, I can support Jordan, I can support the dog, and I can support the hobby, which is great. But yeah, guys, so as a result of that, unfortunately, you might notice a slight decrease in content. Nothing massive, because I have kind of got a decent amount of time in the evenings, in the mornings and stuff, to be able to actually get content recorded and edited. And I could always like record stuff in the morning and then stick everything on a render schedule on my computer, and that will render it all. Then when I get in, I can just upload it all overnight and upload it in bulk so that I can just release. So I can do kind of stuff like that as well. So that's going to be good. However, so content will slightly decrease, and also I'm probably going to have to stop doing commissions and stuff, guys. I've done one for a while. Again, that's just because I've been sorting other stuff out. But yeah, guys, so that's probably going to take a knock on the head as well. But like I said, the channel is still going to remain. I'm still going to be doing that kind of stuff. So don't you worry about that. What else are we going to talk about today? Well, hey, take it you've all heard about the Marvel versus GW, or should I say GW versus Marvel. And the fact that GW was supposed to be suing Marvel for certain things. And basically, if you don't know the story, I covered this a couple of weeks ago. Basically what happened is Marvel, some artist from Marvel got very lazy in one of the new Venom comics, and they decided, I know what we'll do, we'll copy some stuff from Games Workshop and we'll stick it onto a computer, we'll cel shade it, and we'll make it look like it was drawn, and then we'll put it in a comic and no one will notice. However, Marvel, oh dear, you would seem to have egg on your face, because there's probably quite a lot of fans in the Marvel, well, fans of Marvel that also like GW as well, and they noticed straight away that you ripped off some Tau Skyrays. That's right, you also ripped off some Necron Warriors, and an Eldar Grav Tank, and a bunch of other stuff as well. So yeah, obviously GW's seen this. GW has been made aware, and yeah, so they were apparently suing Marvel. Now, that's a bit crazy, you know, GW suing Marvel, you know, it might not be worth it, but apparently when copyrights are concerned, it's very clear as into how you can sue someone and what you can do, and the law is very black and white, there's no grey area. And it just so happens that GW have trademarked the, you know, the Tau symbol that's like it's like that with a, it's like a curved line and then a line down and the circle. Alright, you know the symbol that I'm on about, guys. But apparently GW trademarked that, and that is what is in the Marvel comic to be used on the, well, it's on the Tau Skyrays that's in there. So basically Marvel, Marvel have got a leg to stand on. GW can take them hook, line and sinker. However, I have found out recently that Marvel and GW did settle out of court for a fair bit of money. I'm guessing it was probably more than a couple of million that GW ended up getting. So the higher-ups of GW, their supply of cocaine and prostitutes is more than likely secured for the next 20 years. You can just imagine like all the higher-ups in GW office just like, yeah, we won against Marvel, they have this massive payout, cocaine and hookers for all, woo! It's not that warp dust, yeah, like Caldor Drago. But anyway, so yeah, so Marvel like trying to see GW, it's crazy, such a crazy thing to think about. There was talks a while ago of Marvel or Disney buying out GW, and it's like, what? Why would Disney be interested in a franchise like Games Workshop? It's a little bit grimdark for Disney. So I don't know how that is going or what is happening there. If you know anything about that, guys, put a comment in the doobly-doo down below. So there's that kind of stuff that all kicked off. In other news, and I've got to say, guys, this is quite serious news actually. Pokémon Go got released. Yes, sorry, I'm talking off topic of wargaming for a while, but I feel that Pokémon Go is such a phenomenon that I still need to talk about it. You've all heard about it, you've all probably got it on your phones, unless you're those sad cunts that think, oh my god, that stupid game Pokémon Go, why would I want to play that? what could possibly be, it's fucking shit going out and about. Fuck off. If something gets me out and about, guys, I'm more than happy to do it. I have had more exercise in the past couple of days than I've done in the past 3 years. The dog is fucking knackered. He's been on about 20 walks in 3 days. It's ridiculous. He doesn't even know what a Pokemon is. He just wants to stop walking forever. But anyway, guys, no, I have joined the Pokemon Go fanatics, and it's great because there's a Pokestop literally like over the road, so I get free shit whenever I want just by tapping it. So that's really good. But no, seriously, it's a really, really good app, and if you haven't got it yet, it's really fun, and it makes going out and about, a lot nicer now. It just makes it a bit more fun. It gives you a bit of incentive to actually do some walking, which is fantastic. 1 second. Sorry, I thought I heard the jingle jangle of the little Doge's collar outside the door, because one of the things that I can't say, the word walk is forbidden in this house, if you're in the audience of the dog, because he will go absolutely mental and starts doing backflips, so you have to either mention it as go for a wander, or say it W-A-L-K, you have to spell it out alphabetically, otherwise he kind of goes a little bit mental and goes and jumps everywhere and makes a nuisance of himself. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, Pokemon Go, it's awesome, everyone should give it a go. I'm a sad bastard, I know, but you know what, I don't give a fuck! So, in other words, in other news, Warlord, the Warlord video that I did the other day, the one that I put out, that seems to get quite a decent response, guys. So, I've currently got another Warlord video in the works, and it's pretty cool, some pretty cool stuff as well. It's again stuff from the starter sets that isn't technically on release yet, although it might be released by the time this video goes out, or by the time you guys are indeed watching it. But anyway, it's going to be cool. So I've got some Warlord stuff on the go. Warlord have been kind enough to, because obviously no one likes to do stuff for free. Warlord have been kind enough to send me a load of these cool little farmhouse ruins, which are quite nice, like a hard plastic, and they're quite robust, and they're going to be nice for Mordheim, which I will talk about in just a second. But yeah, so I've been getting them from Warlord. But anyway, so on to things like Mordheim and stuff. Actually, what time is it? I'm actually off to play some Mordheim in about 45 minutes, so that's the time limit that we have on this video. Haha! You're gonna hear me ramble for 45 more minutes. Anyway, in other things. So yeah, the Wizard Sleeve episodes, they are going quite well. I've got 2 more things that are really, really cool. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to show you any sneak peeks or anything like that, guys, because it'll just ruin it. There's 2 really awesome things on that shelf over there, and I just can't wait to show you. It's going to be so good. So you got to wait for the next couple of Sundays so you can see those. But no, in regards to the Wizard Sleeve, how would you guys feel about Mordheim battle reports? That would be a cool thing. But yes, you'd like it in the comments, or no, you wouldn't in the comments, depending on what that is. But I'm thinking of doing that as part of Wizard Sleeve. Not obviously making it a regular thing, because I don't really feature a lot of battle reports on this channel, mainly because I'm not really the biggest fan of watching them myself. I find them a little bit on the boring side to watch, especially if they go on for a long time. They start to drag, and then there's rules that I don't understand. And anyway, I'm not really one for battle reports, but I might do Mordheim ones because the games are relatively quick and relatively fast paced. Other news, what else can I say? I got a fantastic package from Asylum the other day. I was very, very chuffed. And you can probably hear the massive clatter of sprues, and ha, it's a Knights Renegade, that's right. You might be wondering, Jojo man, how the hell have you afforded that? You didn't even had a job until now, you sure don't have any money to buy that? And me and a friend went halves on it, basically, because he wanted a Knight, I wanted a Knight, and we're going to do something really, really cool. We're going to do we're thinking of doing a live build and chats one weekend via the YouTube live streaming type thing. So this is a thing that I'm not too sure on how to do, because I've never done it before, but it's going to take place on a weekend, or if I ever get like a Saturday or a Sunday off or something like that. However, I need your guys' help, because in order to make it feasible, there's no point in doing it if there's only one person that wants to watch it kind of thing. I might as well just do a summary video at the end and stuff like that. But here's how it's going to work, guys. If you like the idea of a live build and chat with me and my good friend Chains from Sanguine Studios, I'd like you to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So a thumbs up for yes, you want this, and a thumbs down for, you know, you can give a guilt-free thumbs down for no, you don't want to see that. Basically, I mean, thumbs up or thumbs down, I don't mind them either way. It's a case of, you know, YouTube counts that as interaction, so it's all good. But yeah, so you can give me a thumbs up if you want it, or a guilt-free thumbs down if you don't want to see anything like that. But it's just an idea, guys. Just something a bit different for the channel, and just it means that obviously I get to, you know, build some really cool stuff on camera for you guys. I think I'm going to make an Orc Imperial night, because then I'll have a regular night, a Mechanicus night, and then an Orc night, and the only one left for me to do will then be a Nurgle night. I will have my personal bucket list checked off as to what nights that I want. Although, a Tzeentch night would be really cool, though. Oh, it'd be ace! Have all kinds of tentacles and eyes and shit all over it. But anyway, that is an idea for another day. So yeah, guys, so Imperial nights. I think we're doing like a big Orc Power Claw type thing, because the night rules for the Power Fist is awesome, because you can actually pick vehicles and stuff with armour up and just chuck it, which is ace. I keep feeling like bits of green stuff that I'm doing for D&D. Look, I made a coin. I made a D&D coin for something, and D&D is one of the things that I want to talk about. Obviously, I've got the D&D that I put out on the channel every now and again. I do apologise that it's kind of like very intermittent, but I have to kind of go digging for it on my computer, because I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive, and it is in a really bad state of, I wouldn't say disrepair, more like it's just messy. It's a very messy hard drive, and it takes me a while to actually locate some of the footage. And I thought I had a drink then, but I don't. But yeah, so D&D. Me and Mr. Pidge and a couple of other guys, we've decided that we want to all have a go at DMing, and it's my turn to DM. Pidge has done his. We've done like ones that we haven't recorded, because it's just it's a little bit of a pain to record it all. Then you've got to be careful about what you say. You can't have fun, so we're just doing it for funsies. But I just thought I'd share my experiences with you. Pidge is normally our DM, and he does it very well. He seems to have a way of thinking around everything, and I thought, you know what, I'd like to kind of like stretch my imagination a little bit. I'd like to kind of just push it a little bit further to gain a little bit more experience. So what I did, I was like, well, I'd like to DM, so I wanted to do a D&D that was still set in the world of Valen, which is what the D&D on my channel is set in, and we've kind of already established this kind of fantasy universe and this high fantasy setting. However, I wanted it to be set in the same world, but so far removed from it that it was a case that it wouldn't really influence the world very much and wouldn't impact any ideas that Pidge had for the future. So I decided to build it on the mythical city of Shangri-La, which is a wizard city, and everyone in it is magical and all that kind of stuff, and it's basically really cool, and I am having an absolute blast DMing it, guys. It's really is stretching my imagination, because obviously you have a set thing, like a set main quest line. However, your D&D group do have a tendency to wander off in different directions, on different tangents, and want to go different places, and you really do have to think outside the box when it comes to making up new ideas. Like, when someone goes, oh, there's that building there, what is it? And you're like, oh, it is a alchemist shop, and like, I want to go in there, and you're like, shit, you have to so quickly build up in your mind's eye what this shop looks like, this interior, and be able to describe it, describe the people there, give the people a dialogue, give the people a voice, that kind of stuff. It's absolutely mental, guys. It's so crazy. But yeah, guys, it's so much fun though, and I urge any of you, you know, if you don't like the idea of D&D because it's complicated, I'm not going to say it's not. D&D is a complicated system. Try the Dungeon World rules, guys, because Dungeon World is very good. Most rolls are done on a D6 or a 2D6, so you don't have to faff about with loads of D20s and D10s and D8s. I know that dice that have more than 6 sides can kind of put people off. Either they think, oh, it's way too nerdy, or oh, there's too many numbers, or oh, there's too many sides. Back away. It's just a case of, you know, just stick with Dungeon World rules, guys, because you can do whatever you want and just have a much easier rule set of being able to, you know, play the game and things. But yeah, anyway, other things and other news. Anything else that I can tell you about, guys? What have I been up to? Yeah, I've kind of not been doing an awful lot recently. I went up to see Chains the other weekend. I can't remember whether or not I've said that in my last Make Me Ramble video, but I basically have got a box of stuff right behind me here that I'm going to put on camera. In fact, I'll show you one of these dead quick. I commissioned a couple of years ago Chains to paint some stuff for me, and things got a bit confused and a bit lost in translation, and we basically both forgot. And then he found them again and he started painting them up for me, and then I went to collect them. And obviously this after we got back in touch. You know, you just like, you got like 2 friends and you just kind of like stop talking and you both kind of just like don't talk for ages, like no bad blood or anything, you just kind of drift apart, that kind of thing happened. But then obviously we found each other again and everything is all going fantastically. And yes, I have like 2 orc armies now, which is great. So that's really good. I've got like over 8,000 points of orcs. I definitely remember saying something about that last episode. I'm not going to dwell on it too long anyway. Yeah, other stuff. Oh yeah, here's the thing. Here's just a little tidbit of information. Obviously, in my quest for a new job, how much time are we on actually? Anyway, we're on 15 minutes, so again, it's just a shorter ramble today. In my quest for a job, I actually applied for a job at Games Workshop. And you guys might be thinking, oh, Georgia man, you big traitor, what are you doing? And I was like, well, you know, it's close to home, and I thought, you know, it's an easy job for me, but do you know what? Those guys at GW are fucking cunts. They really, really fucking are. I don't understand what goes wrong with them. I mean, I love, yeah. Yeah, everyone always goes, oh yeah, I was perfect for the job, blah, blah, blah. I actually believe that I was very, very well suited for this job at Games Workshop. I've got great sales experience, great customer service skills, great people skills, great interpersonnel skills, all that kind of stuff. And obviously I do the hobby and things as well. Now, the only thing that I can think might have influenced it is if someone in the interview process recognised me from the YouTube channel. And I'm basing that factor on it quite a bit as to why I didn't get picked. But it's a no-brainer. I mean, I literally live like a 10-minute walk away from GW now in my new house, and it's a case of why wouldn't they pick me, and that's the only thing that I can think of what it is. But here's the thing: when they tell you, when they ring up, give you like a phone interview after your initial CV has been handed in, and then they go, all right, okay, we'll be in touch, and they don't get in touch. It pisses me off immensely. I just fucking hate that, guys. Why would you say, oh yeah, we'll be in touch totally, whether you got it or not? And why keep people hanging? Like, I've been hanging for so... Is that light on there? No, it's not. Is it? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. No, it's not. Sorry. I'm getting distracted by things, shiny things. But yeah, so, why the fuck do you say that? You know, oh yeah, we'll totally let you know if you haven't got it. Fuck you, Games Workshop, for not letting me know. I've been hanging on for ages. And I even rang up, and I said, you know, what's going on? I was like, oh yeah, we'll let you know tomorrow. And they never did, so... Fuck off! You can just go and swivel on it, you bunch of pricks. But yeah, and here's the thing as well, guys. Normally, they sort out the new management for Games Workshop pretty sharpish. It's still a temporary member of staff in there, so they still haven't made up their mind. It's so fucking bullshit. But anyway, guys, I got a really bitter taste in my mouth from that. But yeah, so that really annoyed me. But it does mean that I still I'm able to enter armies on parade. So happy days. I can carry on going ahead with my plan for my awesome, cool terrain tile, well, not terrain tile, because you don't use that word for armies on parade. My awesome armies on parade board, should I say. Because obviously if I was a Games Workshop staff member, I couldn't enter it because it's unfair for me to enter and judge my own work. But anyway, it means that I can actually enter it as a participant now, and rather than just have to stand on the sidelines and vote for Forge World fucking terrain tiles. Not an ounce of bitterness there whatsoever against that guy that entered a fucking Forge World to fucking terrain tile. But anyway, so in other news, other stuff that's coming up, there's a couple of Orc videos coming up, guys. I've done a bunch of Orc stuff. There's a couple more Wizard Sleeve episodes coming out every Sunday. There's some more Warlord stuff, and yeah, maybe a few little bits and bobs, maybe some terrain, maybe some hobby tips, if I can get a workaround to do it. And I've still got a shelf of completely unfinished items up there as well, which again I need to do. But anyway, I can't really think of anything else to say, guys, other than thank you very much for watching. In fact, one of the things that I think it's time for a bit of subscriber appreciation. I recently hit 1,000... Phone's going off again. I'm not stopping the recording for this. Not this time. What do we say to phones? Not today. Oh, here's another thing. Speaking of Game of Thrones quote, which that one just was a play on. I finally gotten Jordan to Game of Thrones. Yes! She's fucking loving it. We've just watched the Red Wedding, and I'm not gonna. There's no spoiler. Well, mild spoiler alert if you just started watching it. You don't want to hear anything about the Red Wedding. You might want to just put your fingers in your ears now. Have you done that? Okay, ready? So, the Red Wedding episode of Game of Thrones, it was really funny because obviously I've seen it a few times before, Jordan hadn't, and obviously when the thing happened, you all know what happened. It was so funny to see Jordan, she was just like this. Like that, the hand over her mouth. It was fantastic, it was so good to see how shocked she was. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so... Yeah, subscriber appreciation, and yeah, I'm literally at the cusp now, guys, of 2,000 subscribers. I think I'm literally I'm like 200 subscribers off having 2,000. So, I'd just like to thank every single one of you that subscribed recently. All you new guys, all you old guys, all you guys that have kind of been there in the middle kind of thing. Thank you so much for liking and commenting and subscribing and just watching the videos and stuff that I put out. It means an absolute massive lot to me when you guys put a comment in the doobly-doo down below. And I do read every single one of those comments. I mean, mainly because obviously I don't have billions and billions of views or subscribers, but if I did have that kind of amount of commentage coming in, I would still read a hell of a lot. But at this moment in time, I read every single one, and I love reading it. I love reading what you guys have to say. It's really, really interesting, and it kind of just makes my day a little bit, the fact that someone's put effort into put out a comment or put out their thoughts on a piece of content that I've made. So guys, what I would ask you to do, if you could possibly, share these videos. Maybe not the Ramble videos, because obviously they're an acquired taste, but when you get like, the Orc videos coming out and the Wizard Sleeve episodes and other bits and bobs and the Warlord stuff, just share them on the Facebook pages, guys. Share them on the forums, share them everywhere. One share is a massive, massive help. And like I say, drop a comment as well if you can, because it's just nice for me to read. But anyway, guys, on that bombshell, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Facebook page, as you find sneak peeks on there of other little bits and bobs that I'm doing. You're also the first to be notified when a new video comes out as well, normally on Facebook. I normally post up on my own. And then you guys, obviously, from there can share those posts if you would like to. Please. Thank you very much. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to shut up now and ramble. I need a drink because my mouth is so fucking dry. I think I'm spitting literal feathers. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you now, and goodbye.